What actions are you taking to generate consensus among the Common Council to increase the passage rate for meritorious projects?
Well, the first thing I did when I ran, and again, I was looking at the charter issue, the bankruptcy issue, crime, all these issues, and you go to these city council meetings and they can be so toxic. I mean, just so, they are embarrassing sometimes. And I said, we have to change the tone. We have to change the way we treat each other. We can't, certainly we're going to disagree on issues, and that's okay.
Right.
That's how democracy works.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be able to understand that disagreements happen. We can't take it personal. When you step into public office and responsibility for public policy, you have to set aside your personal issues. You leave your personal issues at the door. You leave your personal differences at the door. When you sit on that dais at the city council, you are representing your constituency. You're representing the community. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you as an individual. And that's not easy to do, and it's something that some people can't do. But that said, one of the things I did right out of, once it was official that I was a candidate, I invited all the candidates. All the candidates. We had an event up here on 40th Street, and I invited them. We had, in the morning, I had pie, I had punch, I had coffee, and I invited them all. And not their supporters. I didn't want it to be a campaign event where people came in with, signs and no. We're going to meet just as people. We're going to sit down, we're going to have some coffee, we're going to have some pie, we're going to get to know each other as people first, because over the next couple months, we're going to be seeing a lot of each other. And we need to respect each other as people first. And as soon as I did that, I was down at City Hall talking to the city clerk, and she said, "You know what, I heard that you did this event." She says, "I want to steal that idea from you." I said, you can have it. Every election, I think that should be the first thing we do. Once we know who our candidates are, let's just get together as candidates. Because if we can't understand that, we're all neighbors, and whatever you might think of all the candidates, I respect every single one of them, because it takes a tremendous amount of time, money. People have families. They have to take time out of their lives to do this. And not only that, but then you're exposed to all of the criticism. Everybody's, critical of everything you do. And you ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why would people even want to run? So it takes a tremendous amount of courage and sacrifice to run. So I respect them for that. And as mayor, I will continue to have respect. Even though we might disagree, every single candidate in this race has earned my respect, and they know that. What's kind of fun is when we go to these debates and forums, we actually, before it starts, we're all kind of talking to each other. We like each other as people, even though we don't always agree on issues. And that, to me, is the way this country, that's the way democracy is supposed to work. You get up on the dais, you have a vibrant debate, you discuss the issues, you aren't afraid of the facts, you expose the facts for what they are, you make a decision, and you move on. And you need to do that with the community in mind. You've got to leave your personal differences at the door. Don't take it personally. It's the job you've been elected to do. And at the end of the day, you should be able to shake hands and go home and really still be able to respect each other and call each other out on a first name basis and say, how are your kids doing? How's your family doing? How's your job? We need to get back to that tone of government. And I hope we can do that after this race. I think it changed a lot of things for the better.